Okay, it's gonna be a short one. Depending on how I feel, I might do a beach one or tomorrow. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be functioning tomorrow. We'll see. Yeah. So yeah, this will have to be kind of a quick one. I don't know if I'm gonna channel anybody. Does it do any good? The world is still bland and a bunch of blah. For some, it's a prison planet. Not to mention names. Or it's a delusional planet. I'm not going to go on and on with that one. I have to remember what the title was. Oh yeah, Middle East Center. Yeah, obviously, just because that's... yeah, they still have problems over there, though, so... For the ultra-positive people that are out there and delusional, you know... You still got a while. If there is going to be any type of war, I feel next year, and I feel like there was this year. I guess we'll find out. That can change. I'm not seeing anything. I wasn't. Yeah, when I tapped into it earlier, whenever that was, it didn't feel like. I mean, it's a build up, possibly. China's an interesting one. If China starts to do, yeah, it's a sleeping giant that could easily just come out of nowhere. Well, at least on a public level, can come out. Obviously, the governments and all that are well aware of it, but the people are, the blind people, well, they have to survive and everything. Got better things to do. Yeah, and China and Russia is definitely a strong connection there. So, oh yeah, you don't hear about it publicly. I mean, you kind of do, but not really. But yeah, in North Korea, yeah, maybe other parts of the Middle East, possibly. Anyway, yeah, it's feast or famine. Doesn't mean the U.S. is going to go down to the drain. Well, I guess we'll find out. I don't know. Next, anything is possible. That's why I've been mentioning kind of U.S. turmoil. The economy is going to hang in there. It'll feel a crash. It'll go through. It's not going to be great, but it's not going to fall. Yeah, the shutdown that might go on for 18 days, maybe longer. Oh wait, we're already almost at the 18th day, aren't we? Didn't it happen on the first? Oh yeah, it might go on for a month or two. Wow. I'm not, because it's such free will with that one. It's hard to like get it accurate, obviously. When they vote on, I don't think they even care because they know they're not going to get anywhere with it. Something that Trump has to do on that one. So, in some ways, this is a good thing. It's definitely going to let go of a lot of federal workers that they probably didn't want there to begin with. So it's another way of purging it. So they're doing a lot of stuff that they wanted to do anyway. So this is all definitely by design. So yeah, the shutdown can easily go for a couple months. They already been talking about it can go on longer than it usually will go. So the longest one was like 35 days. So this sucker can easily go 60 days or longer. Not that most people care. It's just the government's not spending into the economy. It is, but not as much as it used to. But either way, the economy will. I feel like the U.S. economy will survive. It won't be great, but it will somehow make it through this. Yeah, they don't want that. But as for war, yeah, the U.S. can still go down the drain at any point. You never. I mean, it just can. It's on life support, but it's just the people here are not really. It's a lot of victims here. They're not really wanting to expand their consciousness. You put it out there, but then they get hijacked by some of these brainwash, all this, the cult stuff and all that. So, you know, it's like society has no fighting chance to evolve if it wanted to. The majority can care less. Meaning that they're just not, you know, not going to, you have this incarnation. And that's why many are on life support, because they're not really exploring their potential. And it's not about financial potential, it's just energetic potential. They're just too afraid, they're this, they're religion. It's like, welcome to Earth, right? It's like living inside of a parked car. And in this world runs, it goes after everybody. So, oh, we're just so great and everything. It's, yeah, you're great at being, going nowhere. It's like, is it really all that smart? Well, it's smart at being stupid. That's what it's good. It's good at that. It's good at not going anywhere. It's not. It's good at just really having every excuse known to man to stop its potential. I mean, the idea. I mean, we put this out there for galactic connections. Anybody can do it. Just open up your. Everyone has a different point of view, but it's just. And most of society is just not there. They're just. I mean, one thing, they're not ready, but the other is just, like I said, it's every excuse known to man. So they get pulled into religious fear and so on. So here we are. That's why it's hard to tap into anything, because most of society is blocked due to their own insecurities and everything. Like I said, every excuse known to man. Self-hatred, whatever it is. So the victim and so on. So, they've been just being like a trained monkey to go nowhere. Well, as far as, society has been taught to be mediocre. And it's doing a damn good job at it. It's enjoying its mediocrity. Not everybody, but a good portion is. It's like a society of mediocrity. And if they fight it, it's true though. So, with that, that's why disclosure, it can happen, but it's hard to happen when society is so blindfolded and shut down on purpose. You can blame the Illuminati all day long. It's still up to the individual, and most just lazy, just whatever. So it's a half-assed society for the most part. Well, just like I say, you have an intuition. It's not. It doesn't cost anything. Instead, it just runs scared and shut down and. Yeah, it's just a really smart, difficult world. So, or society. So, it's not to say that aliens are perfect or anything like that, but they're trying to help. So, I guess we'll see. So, obviously, disclosure energy is occurring, but also the war. That's why sometimes, so most of society just kind of half alive, right? Just entertaining, wants to watch sports, wants to be a big baby, be a big kid. It's like a kid society on purpose. They can grow up, but decides not to. So, I mean, they say they're grown up, but whatever, greed and all that. So kind of like when it runs into a energetic wall, it's like, well, I guess the only thing we got is war, I guess. It's like, fuck, these people aren't doing nothing. Like, these people are not alive. I mean, even those that are spiritually developing, they feel like they're not alive. Because the world of society is lifeless, unless you're an NPC. You can't really be yourself here, not really. You can't go around speaking your mind, can you? Not that you're trying to preach or any, we just, because an open society is just to say whatever's on, in a good, and be decent to others, But just what your belief system is, whatever it is, you can't do that here. I guess you could, but it's kind of pointless. So that just right there shows you society is just checked out. So when you have a checked out society and like a trained seal to go nowhere, what you got left? You know, you can only go so far. You can only have so much time to go nowhere. You know, it's kind of like, was it? You know, you start taking things away. It's like maybe this will get their attention. Maybe this will get their attention. Nothing works. They still stay shut down. So yeah, it's weird. Yeah, like a split of society. Yeah, there's kind of like an energetic split too. One way of looking at it. So okay, say like we're heading towards some kind of war situation. Just in theory, who knows? And those that are here to assist society, like a starseed energy or disclosure, and you just get it all thrown back at you. You know, you're not here to manipulate as others are. Those guys are different. I don't know if they're going to go into the gutter or not because people need that trash. So people need their trash. So that trash will probably survive somehow. Religions lasted this long, so why the alien manipulators? I imagine those guys have a place here too, right? For those that are assisting with the ascension energy that aren't here to manipulate people, I think that's part of the split where if the world does go down the drain, somehow you'll survive it if you need to. You might be by the battleground, but it doesn't mean you'll get sucked into it too deep. I mean, you'll be affected by it somehow, but you won't be eaten alive by it if you're still needed here. So, but who knows? It's hard to say where anything is going. So, yeah, humanity here on the majority just got so used to not evolving into anything, just sort of same old, right? As they say, same shit, different day. Well, that society has been programmed that, so it's running off of old software, and you know it's not interested in tapping into its potential. It just calls it magic. It's scary. It's this, and I agree. Yeah, within spiritual communities, it's pretty twisted. And sometimes it's better to meet somebody that's not in the spiritual community because sometimes they're more fucked up than anyone else. Sometimes. Because they don't know where to go. You know, they're just not fixing their shit. Even if they say they are. It's like a wolf in sheep's clothing. So, yeah. Yeah, this place is a mess. The Middle East is not, perfect, and I mean, what's happening on the surface looks good. But the peace situation, that's legitimate, but then again, it's not perfect, and it's showing there's still betrayal and all of that, so people that think we're going to go to this positive timeline, it's like, well, I mean, you can go to a positive timeline, but the rest of the world, that some don't want that. So, yeah, how does that work exactly? What's the outcome is still not clear. So, it's like, I guess it's kind of like bowling, I guess. I don't know. You want to be the pin that survives, that doesn't get knocked down? I don't fucking know. I guess it's something like that. Yeah, something around those lines. So, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, the war energies I felt, I forgot when I tapped it, it was a couple of days ago. But of course, you never know. They're trying to keep it from war, world war, obviously, but you never know. I mean, sometimes you need that because, like I say, society is not checking in at all. Just like they're just checked out. They're life, but lifeless. So, we'll see. I guess connect to the Get to the Syrians, I guess. Aquatic beings, I guess. They do a neutral connection there, and leave it at that. So, blessings. Greece, you've got the Syrians. Yes, of course, our world is being heavily observed. And yeah, as for war frequencies, yes, there's always a possibility. Economics is being assisted to continue in a certain way. That will not change anytime soon. There is many timelines where your reality will have to shift into a new frequency, meaning like some of you are being prepared already to find different ground to stand on or to be on as the water's floodgates begin to open. So change is inevitable. Yes, the setup is this year. So the curtain, yes, can open, or the gates curve in your next year as a possibility. Nothing is, obviously, as we speak here, we can't go into all the details, as some of us, yes, do see what most likely happen, but to bring it up to you is you still have a choice here. So it depends on what timeline that you agree upon. Everyone's on their own schedule, you can say. So to say how one scenario goes, there's billions of people here, so everyone has a different direction. All we can do is once an event occurs, such as a war, then we can truly go more deeper into how to assist you during it. Of course, even then it's kind of difficult. All this is difficult. Even then, we still cannot go into every detail. Can you prevent a war? Well, it depends if preventing is even necessary, because sometimes it's inevitable due to your society's lack of care for itself. It runs a course, yes, where it's like you're assisting it to just wake up, and most say no thanks, no thanks. So after a while, it's like, okay, well, I guess we're going to plan B now. Because there is an agreement when you come in here. Doesn't mean you have to awaken to the aliens and all that to some people. Well, but there are many agreements, and you agree to, go through difficulties if you must. So, because this world does have a timeline, and Mother Earth needs a change every now and then, as some of you might realize. So, you can call it musical chairs, yes, or galactic musical chairs, however it works. So, blessings.